So we have this awesome privilege of working hands-on with about 200 e-commerce brands. And one thing that I've really observed is that a lot of times we look at our ads and we think that ads are the issue. And being in 20 to 30 ad accounts a week, I can tell you that there are most times, if not half the time, if not more than half the time, I'd say, the issue is not the ads, the issue is not the campaign structure that everybody thinks is a magic bullet. The issue is actually the offer. When we often think of offers, we often equate offers to discounts. We often say, okay, well, percentage off, dollars off, etc. We often equate it to discounts. And I just did a podcast on this last week on how to use Alex Hormozi's $100 million offer framework and how to apply it to e-commerce, because it is a little bit different and there's some things that I've kind of removed from it that I don't believe are relevant or actually help as much. And so feel free to listen to that podcast. But what we've kind of learned is that a lot of times it's not the ads. And this happens all the time. I was doing some consulting sessions yesterday. And so we're in like several ad accounts and I'm looking through and they're like, oh, I need better ads. I need better creative. We need to go hire all this UGC. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, actually, you don't have an ads problem. And the guy I was meeting with, he was like, Danny's like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, your cost per clicks are amazing. Your click-through rates are fantastic. You have 70-cent cost per clicks. You have wonderful cost per add to cards. All these metrics are really lined up. I'm like, your offer just sucks. And he was like, what do you mean my offer sucks? He sells hats. And I was like, well, you're offering a buy two, get one, which by the way, that is a form of discount. Buy two, get one, and that's what you're leading with, but nobody's ever bought your hats before. So do most people just go from cold traffic and buy 3 hats at a time? And he's like, no. And I said, well, then that's the problem. Your positioning is off. And then also, what's interesting is what we observed in his ads was he was getting amazing cost per clicks, and it wasn't because of the offer. He didn't have the offer plastered all over his creatives and headlines at all. It was kind of tucked in the primary text, but most people don't read the primary text. And so people weren't clicking because of a discount that he was adding on there in a buy two, get one free positioning. They were buying because the product was good, but he was still lacking this conversion element. So we went in and we're just fine tuning some things. And I share that because you might not have an ad issue. You might have an offer issue. And a good symptom of this is if your cost per clicks are under $1.50 or around $1.50 or lower, and that means typically your ads are okay. Under $1.50 is a good rule of thumb. So if you're under $1.50 per click from your ads, you're probably doing okay. And if you're still struggling to get the CPA that you want or struggling to get the return on ad spend that you want, then what you probably have is actually an offer issue. And I share this because we are hosting a 3-hour Zoom workshop for e-commerce founders where I'm gonna walk through how to build a high converting, what we call an evergreen product funnel. And what an evergreen product funnel is essentially it serves as this entry point for new customer acquisition 24/7, 365. And the interesting thing is you don't need to sell all of your products to make multiple 7 figures, if not more than that, per year. You need one entry point, and you can sell everything else through the upsells, downsells, bumps, and the back end through like email marketing and retention. And so what we're gonna do in this is a 3-hour workshop, and it's gonna be on Zoom. We have never done this before. We do boot camps. We call them the 3-day e-commerce Facebook ad boot camps. We do them, a couple of them a year. Last time we did this was about 4 months ago, and we had over 400 tickets sold to that, and over 300 attended live throughout the 3 days. And so this is a little different because what we're doing is a 3-hour workshop, and it's with me and it's with my team, and it's for 30 people. We're capping this because we have never, outside of the clients that we work with, our private clients, we have never trained on this before. We have never gone through and shown our playbook on how do you build a high converting evergreen product funnel. And so if you're interested in this, we're gonna include a link below. It is very affordable. I promise this is very affordable to come spend a little, less than $100 to come spend 3 hours with me and the team and 29 other brands in a Zoom session with workbooks where what we're gonna do is we're gonna do three things. So you're gonna walk away with three things. The first thing is we're gonna choose your evergreen product or products. You know, the first question is we have to answer, do we send to a product or do we send to products? Are we gonna go to single product or are we gonna go to a collection? From there, where are we sending them? Are we going to the single product page? Are we going to a collection page? Are we going to the home page? Are we going to a dedicated landing page? And so we're going to talk through products versus collections. We're gonna talk through where I'm gonna break down what we call the product profit matrix. So you have to understand the objective based on the types of products that you sell. Do we need to make our money going in where we have all our maximum profit on the front end, or do we need to optimize for efficiency and maximum customer volume so we could have maximum profit and LTV on the back end? And then I'm gonna go through the three phases of offer scaling. What do you start with? When do you know to add friction in your offer to begin maximizing profit? So I'm gonna take you through three phases and what you need to do and how you're gonna pour your marketing, like how to pour your marketing on top of that once we have established that. The second thing that you're gonna walk away with is we're gonna convert that product or products that you've chosen as your EPF, your evergreen product funnel entry point, into a cash cow offer. And so for this, I'm gonna bring a little bit of my friend Alex Hormozi's frameworks in, and we're gonna walk through the e-commerce value equation. We're then gonna talk about enhancing your offer, and I'm gonna break down offer economics. Now, we've been able to lower cost per acquisition by up to 96% pulling certain levers. And something most people don't think about is offer economics. So I'm gonna break down how much should you discount, should you not discount. And also, when we talk about offers and building a cash cow offer, that does not equal discounts. Offer is not discount. Discount is one part of an offer. It is a lever that we can pull, just like price is a lever that we can pull as part of our offer, but it's not the only lever. And if you only ever pull that lever, the problem is it's a race to the bottom to say who's the cheapest, and you're going to cannibalize your brand and you're going to attract really poor quality customers. So I'm going to talk through building and converting your product or products you choose to go with into this cohesive, incredible cash cow offer. And then finally, we're gonna walk through building your evergreen funnel. So once I know the product or products, and then once I've taken that and I've positioned it as a cash cow offer, this revolves heavily around your messaging and the positioning of everything, then we're gonna take that and we're gonna talk through building the funnel. We're gonna map out your funnel. Once we know that entry point, we're gonna strategically lay out, okay, how do we optimize each step of this funnel to maximize your first purchase average order value and profit. And so this, I'm gonna break down AOV boosters, upsells, downsells. We're gonna plan your funnel flow so that when you walk away with this, you're gonna be able to have a cash cow offer that you can then build the funnel out and you can drive traffic from any sources, whether that's email, that's social, or that is paid. You're gonna have this EPF, evergreen product funnel, with a cash cow offer that you can drive traffic to. And so if you're interested, if you're listening and you're like, Josh, that sounds like something I really need, I'm struggling, maybe I'm under $1.50 cost per click, but I'm not getting conversions. Well, you probably have an offer issue. And if that's the case, click the link below. We're only doing it, this is happening on June 5th. So this is happening on June 5th. It is a Wednesday, which is actually over a week from now. So if you're listening after June 5th, I appreciate you. You're an amazing podcast listener. We love you. Unfortunately, the date would have passed on this. But if you're listening before then, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. And it's gonna take you to the page. It's gonna outline it. You'll see a little bit more details in there. And then one other really cool thing I just want to kind of end on here is what we're doing is of those 30 people, this is, you have to be live. There's no replay. I want you live. That's what this is for. If you can't attend live, I love you. Wait till we maybe in the future do a workshop. I don't know if we will or not. That's why we're only limiting this to 30. We're gonna trial this, and I assure you it's gonna sell out. So if you're listening to this right now, go check it out, click below. And something we're gonna do at the end of the workshop in Zoom is we're gonna put everyone's name in a wheel spinner. We love wheel spinners at the Ecommerce Alley. We're gonna spin the wheel for an 8-day, 7-night stay down at a resort in Mexico. So the only thing you have to cover is your travel and your food. And so the accommodations at the resort will be covered by us along with taxes. So that said, I appreciate you. If that sounds like something you're interested in, click the link below, check it out. It's gonna be an incredible time of building high converting evergreen product funnels.